Mike here for another episode of Making Munch with Mike, or Mike's Making Munch, whatever it's called. Gonna make some soup for lunch. And by make, I mean reheat leftover soup from last night. It's a old family recipe. You get the soup from the fridge, then you put the soup in the bowl, and you microwave it. Ooh, wow. Yes. Ooh, smell that soup. It smells of soup. It's a classic one. I like it. It's lentils and tin of tomato and carrot and onion. What a soup. A little bit of chili, a little bit of whatever else. Very thick soup, just the way Rach likes it. Rach doesn't really like soup. She likes it quite solid, to the point where it's more like mashed vegetables or something. I don't know. It still counts as soup. It's pretty wet. Yeah. Wild. Also, we got one piece of bread left. Oh, bread-tastic. So we'll split that as well. Pretty wild. What a day. Yesterday I had a nap. Important thing with napping, don't sleep, nap. You only want to be in bed for a little while. I didn't time it. Normally I'm pretty good at setting a timer, only 20-minute timer. Because I reckon, like, sometimes people say, oh, but I lay there and I don't fall asleep right away. I'm like, cool. You're still resting. Like, I don't care about you being like into super deep REM or whatever. Just have a rest. Have a sleep. Like nap. I don't know. Even if you just lay there and stare at the ceiling for 20 minutes, it indicates you lack skill. But lacking skill is never an excuse to not practice. If anything, I would suggest you need to practice more. Yeah. That's a funny thing sometimes. People will be like, oh, I lack the skill, so I shouldn't practice. But that's exactly why you should practice things. To gain the skill. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. Why people get backwards? I probably get it backwards all the time too. Where I go, oh, that's really hard, I'm not going to bother. But still, you know, practice. We probably should do a tour. What have we done? We've done upper cup and lower cup. Where shall we go? Maybe we'll go to upper plate and bowl. How's that sound? Let's go for a stroll. Oh, microwave just finished. Wild. Nice view up my nose there. I'll try to hold you a bit more level. Yeah, here we go. We got some little plates at the front, big plates at the back. We've got a grater here. It's got a whole container that goes with it that's in the fridge at the moment. So you grate your cheese straight into a container and then you can put the container in the fridge. Genius. Then for next time, you've still got the grated cheese. Then over this side is bowls of various kinds. We've got pasta bowl there. We don't have our white bowls. They're all dirty. They're behind me on the sink being washed. Got little dessert bowls. We got the little noodle bowl. We got big noodle bowl. We got like blue ramekins. We got, it's like a giant mug. I still call it a bowl because I never use it as a mug. I only ever use it as a bowl. So you can see its handle back there. But it's very good for 2-minute noodles. I think I made noodles the other day. That's what I made it in. It's a good mug, good for noodles. Yeah, what a good shelf. There's so much space in there. I feel like we could have a whole nother shelf of more delights. Why not? If we drop this shelf down a bit. Oh no, we maybe could do that. I don't know. Well, there you go. That's the upper plate and bowl. Well, it's just the plate and bowl shelf. We don't have a lower plate and bowl. That's just all the plate and bowls there are. So, yeah. Here's two of the bowls that I got from that very cupboard with soup in it being microwaved. What a wild tale. What a wild time. I just want to take this opportunity to do a shout out to all the bots. There's these great bots that comment on my videos from YouTube, and they're all like, hey, you deserve more views. Oh, I really like that content. Wild bots, they love doing stuff like that. They're clearly not. I don't think they've watched my video. They've just commented on it. But yeah, I like to comment back and be like, oh, what was your favourite bit? But they never reply. I don't think anyone ever replies to my responses on YouTube. Wild. I did a little while ago. I'd commented on a video years ago, like years ago, and someone replied to me, like just the other day, and we had a bit of a conversation. I was like, what's this video about? I don't remember. What happens in it? Tell me the plot. And they were a bit slow to do it. I forget what topic they brought up when they started talking to me. I was like, oh yeah, good on you, making some comment. Yeah, that's a wild story. What a time. Yeah. So that one wasn't a bot. That was a real person. That's the way you can tell what a real person does. It's super weird. It's like, this is my test for, what are they called? I don't know. For electric sheep. My test for electric sheep is to say, tell me about yourself. And the more normal the response, the more I'm pulling my gun out and shooting them. I think I've picked that test because then I'm like, I never have any doubt. Like, I never have any interesting point of plot of being like, wait, am I an electric sheep? I don't know. Because yeah, an android. But that's not what they're called. They're called like synthesized people. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, this isn't a synthesized person. You can see because she's cut open a bit of her forehead. Although, I hear that the latest synths are able to, you know, they've made very detailedly that they even replicate the blood. Are they replicants? No, that's from Stargate, whatever, or Farscape, or I don't know. Too many robots. I think electric sheep. That's what I'm going with. But because I picked my thing as like be really weird, I'm like, ideal. I'm set. You know, I'm not an electric sheep because I'm super weird. I mean, you just need to program a robot to give weird responses that don't make sense, which is easier than getting a robot to give good responses that do make sense. So, in some ways, I've picked a terrible test, but I'm sticking with it. Anyway, I've buttered the bread. Mayhaps I've warmed I've warmed the bowl enough. And the pinky test confirms I've warmed the soup enough as well. So, I think I'm done making my munch. Got bread with butter. Ooh, butter. Butter is such a great... I love it. I love it. Definitely not from an electric sheep. It's from an electric cow. Wow. Anyway, I don't have anything more to talk to you about. Let's start talking about electric sheep. So, I'm going to say sayonara and catch you tomorrow. Anyway, that's been another episode of Making Munch with Mike. Or Mike's Making Munch. You even got to see Sylvia. That's pretty good. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.